Hey, Victoria,
Yes.
what do you call someone with no body and no nose?
An amoeba?
Nobody knows.
Oh. Okay. All right.
Welcome to another episode of Everything's Dumb. My name is Kate,
My name is Victoria.
and today we are talking about the funeral business. We're putting the fun back in funeral
Okay.
because it's the Day of the Dead.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Today is literally the Day of the Dead, so
Yes.
this is actually appropriate, and I planned this exactly to happen this way.
Nice.
Sure. But first I want to talk about our Halloween party,
Yeah.
which was last night.
It sure was.
Which is why we're a little rough today.
No, we're fine.
No,
We're
this is
good.
great.
No struggles
This is
at all.
exactly when I wanted to be recording. I planned this perfectly. This is also the first episode that we've recorded in so long.
Yeah. Kind of forget how to do this.
Yeah, it took us forever to set up the mics.
I was like, I don't remember where this
how
goes.
do these go? Toward the face?
I almost started talking into the back of the microphone.
Is it toward the face? It goes into the okay.
I don't know.
But
we haven't done almost 50 of these. How would I know?
No. I mean, in fairness, we haven't had the good mics for all 50.
That's true.
But yeah, this is going to be an interesting episode. Sorry in advance.
They know what they're getting themselves into at this point.
If you're used to the looseness, we are loosening it further today.
Yep.
The Halloween party, I would say, was a success.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
I think it was a huge success.
Yes.
Everybody had a great time.
Yeah.
There were no instances of anything. Nobody even spilled anything.
No spills.
Like,
no fights, no tears.
We even did shots at one point.
Oh.
I was not expecting that.
Me neither.
That was not on my Halloween party bingo card.
Nope.
But my friend Jess, who apparently is 21 years old, I didn't think she was. But yeah, she wanted to do shots, and we did shots, and yeah. I was convinced the second that shot hit my mouth, this is coming right back.
Like, oh no!
There was a fraction of a second where I was like, "Don't spew this all over your kitchen.
Oh God!
Like, just get it, power through." And I did.
Dear.
I did, and it was fine. The bad thing about doing shots was that she was drinking tequila, which makes a little more sense.
Yeah,
let's do shots. I was drinking vodka. And so then at that point, you have the decision of, am I doing a shot of vodka right now? Or am I switching alcohols at this point in the evening when I am already a couple vodka drinks deep?
Yeah.
To do a whiskey shot or something. And then having just the straight whiskey hit my vodka-filled stomach. And is that going to be worth it? It'll be an easier time going down. But then once it's there, what happens?
Okay, so I was drinking whiskey all night.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to take a shot of whiskey. So I took a shot of vodka.
What?
Because vodka is so much less offensive than whiskey.
No.
Yes.
No.
Vodka just tastes like strong water. Whiskey is like a spirit.
Vodka tastes exactly like rubbing alcohol smells.
Yeah.
Why? No. Whiskey at least has like a flavor to it. Like there's a substance there.
Made the executive decision.
Oh my God.
That I felt like vodka, it goes down a little easier in shot form.
This is shocking.
So we had the opposite thought
Yeah.
process.
Yeah, the exact
I
opposite.
switched liquors to avoid taking a shot of
And
whiskey.
did a vodka shot.
Yeah.
And I powered through and stuck with vodka and was.
We should have talked about this beforehand.
Wow.
I would have done a whiskey shot with you if I had known that the general consensus
But I
is that
didn't
it's
want to
fine.
do a whiskey. I didn't want to switch licks. Like if I had started out with whiskey, we would have both done whiskey shots because I would have been like, "Fuck it, I'm doing a shot of whiskey,"
Yeah.
and then we would have both. But wow, this is a revelation.
I thought when people did shots, it's like it's usually tequila, right?
Yeah.
And then I feel like vodka is like the second option.
Oh God, no! I would say whiskey is the second.
I used to do shots of whiskey, and people looked at me like I was insane.
No.
So in
shots
my
of
mind,
vodka
you
is
don't do
insane.
shots of whiskey because when
No.
I used to do it, people
What
would
people?
treat me like a
What
heathen.
people? Where are these people?
I guess back in Virginia.
Okay, Virginia people. But you'd rather
Yeah.
do a shot of vodka? Like, okay, I don't know. Were they drinking moonshine? Like, what was the? I don't understand.
Is your question, did I drink moonshine when I lived in Virginia? Yes.
No, I'm saying, were the people looking down at you drinking whiskey, drinking moonshine? Because those people are
no.
blind, and that's why they were
yeah,
misinformed.
I feel pretty proud of myself that I made it through so many years of drinking moonshine and never ended up losing one of my senses.
Yeah.
I drank
Accomplishment.
like hooch in the woods.
I'm going to pretend that I know what that means.
Hooch is like moonshine.
Okay.
It's like homebrewed liquor.
Okay.
I spent a few weeks
Sounds like a type of kombucha.
rebuilding
Kombucha.
not rebuilding the dining hall because that was done by professionals, but like working on getting the construction site ready to rebuild the dining hall at the summer camp I used to go to as a kid because the dining hall burned down.
Fun.
So I went down
There's
there,
a story
and and helped them like clear it up. And every night it was just like, is anyone going to go into town for some drinks? No one feels like it. All right, I guess get out the hooch again. And it was one of the industrial size like mason jars.
Wow.
Yeah. With like the pickle label like peeled off.
Wow.
Yeah. But I can still see. So
there you go.
Okay, yeah. I had such a horrible day yesterday that I was planning on drinking gin because I feel like it's pretty mild. That my day was so bad that by the time the party started, I was like, fuck that. I'm drinking whiskey. Whiskey is what I want.
Yep.
Even if it gives me a hangover, I'm drinking whiskey. But if I had known we were going to be doing shots later in the night, I would have drank tequila or whatever. So,
yeah.
So yeah, just some old ladies doing shots.
Woo! That was an experience.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna say it's been a while since I've done a shot, but it's been a long time since I did a vodka shot.
Okay.
That wasn't planned. That was an unplanned part of the evening.
Spontaneous.
But we lived through it.
We did.
And nobody spewed in my kitchen, which was great.
Thank goodness. That would put a real damper on things. But yeah, the party was really fun.
Yeah.
Jess is a delight. She came upstairs and hung out with my cats.
Aw.
They were actually friendly, which was very cute.
That's nice.
Yeah. Everyone came in costume, right?
Well, that was mandatory.
Yeah.
Everybody knows me.
Yeah. They don't want to
Anybody that
suffer
didn't
the
show
wrath.
up probably did not have a costume appropriate enough.
They're like, well, I don't have anything to wear, so I'm just not going to go
Yeah.
so I don't get yelled at.
Turned away.
Yeah.
Not just yelled at, but turned away.
Some of the costumes were great, though. Mike, okay, so I don't know if we talked about this already, but the party was Bob's Burgers themed.
Yes.
And on the show Bob's Burgers, a lot of the costumes are puns.
Yes. Or mashups.
Yes. So one of our friends, Mike, came in like a white t-shirt with like red splotches on it. And then he cut out little, what are they called? The little mini size boxes of like cereal labels.
Yeah. Like single serving cereal boxes.
And then he just taped them to his shirt. So he was a serial killer. And then Danny looked so good. She wore like a black and white dress that it looked like cow Yeah. like a white dress with like black spots, like a cow. And then she had a little halo, so she was holy cow.
And wings. Yep.
She looked so good. Alejandra's was
And then at the end of the night, she
hilarious.
tried to leave the halo and she's like, "Do you want this here?" And I was like, "What?" She's like, "I'm not going to use it again." I was like, "That's a Halloween costume,
Yeah.
girl. Have you never done this before?"
Yeah.
Like, yes, you buy it, you wear it once, and then you just have it forever.
Yeah. Or she can repurpose it into something else
Yeah.
a few years.
Yeah.
Yeah. She looked great. They both look great. Alejandra dressed as a zombie.
Yes.
And then she got a baguette.
Brilliant.
She got a full-size baguette.
Yes.
And tied a string around each end and then slung it over her shoulder like it was a bag.
Yeah, like a crossbody
purse. And she was the walking bread.
Yes. Which was a funny,
with like zombie makeup.
It was a great idea. But then she was like, "Oh, I'm just going to carry around a loaf of bread all night."
Yeah.
And then she was talking about it later and she's like, "Maybe I'll just print out a picture of bread and wear it on." Because I could tell she just didn't want the admin of carrying around a fucking like loaf of bread all night.
Because you would put it down all the time and then people would be like, "What are you?" And then you'd have to figure out where you left it
or
and
someone
grab it
starts
and be
eating it.
That's what I would have done.
The bag, the like crossbody baguette,
so funny.
Instead of a crossbody bag, was just perfect. It was so creative and so well done.
Yeah. And then Christina was J Loki.
Yes. She came dressed as J-Lo with the little Loki helmet crown thing.
Yeah.
And then Ed was Flash Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, and we all know who Flash Gordon is.
Mm-hmm. Victoria got schooled on educated.
I don't know if schooled is the word. I think scolded is a more appropriate word.
Sure.
I think berated is a more appropriate word.
Yes, and educated.
Sure.
All in one.
Loudly educated.
I mean, yeah.
It's not my fault. I'm not a 50-year-old man.
Well, it's not his fault he is.
That's a fair point.
And then Brian went as Gene, just regular old Gene.
But he looked so good, and he had the hair,
did,
and his face,
and it would have been
everything.
great if the keyboard was used a little more than the megaphone.
And the megaphone. Yeah,
just every single sentence. I was like, even the character doesn't do that because they know no one would watch the show. Like, stop it with the mega. It was a lot. I don't even think we have a photo together because I was just like, nope, not coming near you.
Well, I have a video of you in the kitchen trying to wrestle it out of his arms.
Oh, okay.
I don't have any pictures, but I do have a video of that moment.
Screen grabs from that. That's our couples. That's our couples photo for the night.
You're like desperately trying to get it away from him, and he's just screaming like, "I need it!"
Yep. Yep.
So
that's gonna go mysteriously missing one day.
Oh no!
Oh no!
It's gonna be like the leg lamp in A Christmas Story. Mm-hmm. It's just gonna end up shattered on the floor. Yep. I don't know how.
I don't know what happened. I don't know.
It was just sitting there.
Somehow it was right behind your tire when you were backing out. I don't know how it happened. But yeah, it was a great night.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun. One of the co-hosts was very rudely about an hour and 15 minutes late to the party that was being thrown
yikes
at her apartment / the downstairs apartment.
Wow.
But we don't need to address that.
Okay.
So we're just not going to talk about that.
Okay.
I assume everyone knows that I'm talking about myself.
Oh. I had no idea. In
my defense, well, first of all, I don't have a defense, but I did lose part of my costume and I was already a few minutes late and then I realized I couldn't find it. And so I spent about half an hour looking for it. And a few of those minutes were me on the internet being like, fuck, like what new costume do I come up with in the next 12 minutes? Because I don't know what to do. But I found it and it's all good. So, but yeah, it was really fun. It was a really good time. Man, I wish Halloween was like 3 times a year because once a year is not often enough, I don't think.
Yeah, I woke up this morning and was like, October is done.
Yeah. This was a great October.
It really was.
It's so much fun. I don't want it to only have, like, I don't want it to be every weekend. That would get boring. But like.
And expensive.
Yes.
And,
but like semi-annual.
We would die of liver failure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I think like January, basically the first half of the year.
Once a quarter, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. Like 2 or 3 Halloweens per year.
Yeah, we'll get on that.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
Okay. And now for the fun part of the episode, where we talk about the funeral business. Because, newsflash, everyone dies.
Oh.
The end. Literally.
Except for me. I'm not going to die.
Okay. Well, for the rest of us, it's going to happen.
Okay.
We just won't tell you when it happens to you. We'll just let you think that it didn't happen.
That works for me.
Cool. So there is a bit of history. This has happened before now. Human beings have been burying their dead since a long time ago.
Okay.
There have actually been, there's archaeological evidence to suggest that between 240,000 and 500,000 years ago. That's how early people were burying their dead. Apparently, even cavemen didn't want dead cavemen just hanging out in the corner of the cave.
Yeah.
So across ancient civilizations, of course, like Egypt is the first, I think, civilization we think of when we think of like ancient burials and stuff, because they made such a big show out of it. So preserving the body via mummification, it had a lot of religious significance. Early coffins or sarcophagi. You pluralize it by saying I.
Not always, but in this instance, yes.
Sarcophagi were really for like the wealthy or elite. Like you think of the pharaohs and everyone being buried like that. Not every single person had so much I want to say pomp and circumstance. I don't know if that fits here, but you know, so much of a big deal.
Like a to-do.
It was a very extra afterlife that they had to go to.
They had to go to.
So, colonial and pre-industrial America. We're moving ahead a little bit.
A little bit
from, you know, dead people. It's people been dying for a long time.
We went very quickly from caveman to Egypt
to now.
To
colonial
United States.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, how long do you want this episode to be about? We're talking about dead people. So in early America and many other places, death care was very home-centered. So people died at home most of the time. And it was more of a community thing. So like neighbors were helping, you know, prepare the body and bury it or carry it out to be buried in like family plots or local burying ground. Like it was all very community based. You know, when someone was dying in the community, kind of everybody knew about it because everything was so small back then. Everyone lived in villages. And so it takes a village kind of thing. Like it was part of like their society was taking care of each dead person, and like everybody just kind of chipped in and helped out.
Okay. That's kind of nice.
Yeah. Yeah. It didn't last very long.
Okay.
So the first funeral home type business in the U.S. started as early as 1759 in Williamsburg, Virginia.
Hey. I've been there.
By cabinet/coffin maker Anthony Hay.
Wait, really?
Yeah. That's his name.
That's really funny.
Back then, coffin making was just like woodworking. Like you make a box, you know, it's just a wooden box big enough to put the body in, and that was really the only specification necessary. But then they started making more specialty things, which of course then began to change how people were viewing funerals. So in the 19th century, it was the birth of the modern funeral industry. Capitalism and greed starts coming in.
Great.
So as towns grew into cities, the whole community-based thing of like, someone is dying, so we're going to carry them. that started to dissipate because with urbanization, like space started running out. You couldn't have these small little plots. It was a city. And so that's when we started to get like full on cemeteries.
Mm.
So it wasn't just like maybe a little plot of land out back of a church or something like that. It was like, no, we are buying this property now, and this is where we are going to put all the dead people. So that just made the logistics of everything more complex. It wasn't like, oh, let's just carry the body to this little plot. It was like, all right, how are we getting this thing across town?
Okay.
So everything just starts getting more complicated because of cities. So coffin makers began offering more than just the box. There were carriage rentals. There was preparing the body.
Mm.
So they started doing what they were calling undertaking the responsibilities of post-death services. Undertaking came from this term.
Okay, cool.
So the role of undertakers in funerals became an actual profession.
Mm-hmm.
And Victorian mourning rituals, not like AM rituals, not like waking up, but like mourning, like going through mourning
with a U.
rituals. And display of grief became more elaborate. So this is where people started dressing up to go to funerals. It used to just be like you would dress like down and you were sad. Do you remember that the episode of Fleabag where it's her mother's funeral and she shows up looking amazing and she's freaking out because she looks so good? It's because she
like, I look like I got a facial for my mom's funeral. Yeah. She keeps trying to like mess up her hair and she's like, no matter what I do, it just falls in this really chic way. Yeah. Yes.
So that's where this whole, it used to be that people would just come in whatever clothes and like maybe they were dressed dark because they were sad or whatever.
Yeah.
But with Victorian mourning rituals, everything would be the most elaborate. Everyone had to dress. It became much more of a show. That's when open casket viewing started happening. And then that's when embalming started coming into play.
Because they needed the body to look presentable.
Yes. Embalming is more of a theater than it is a preservation. So like when you think of the mummies, the mummification in Egypt, they were trying to do everything that they could to preserve the body. And so they like wrapped it up.
Yeah.
But a viewing is the opposite. Like you think that like, oh, formaldehyde will preserve the body or whatever. That's just for as long as it takes to like show the body.
Yeah.
It's like a sales opportunity so that you can like say goodbye one last time. It's this really weird aspect of funerals where because most people no one's an expert at planning funerals except for people that do it professionally. Like most people don't plan that many funerals, hopefully, in their lifetime. You're planning like 0 to 2 is what most people like. That's the statistic of how many funerals.
Yeah.
And so with that, the industry kind of plays on obviously the emotion, the fact that you're traumatized most likely at this time, and just start pushing more and more packages and different things that you need to do to honor the person.
Yeah, it's like you don't want to just buy some cheap little package because like, is that really how you feel about your husband?
They meant to you. That's
like,
all that
your mom isn't
worth.
Important enough for you to spend an extra $400.
Caskets are marked up 300 to 500% now.
Ugh. It's also expensive.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how expensive the whole funeral process is.
Right. Because grief is their business model.
Yeah.
Like they play off of your grief and get you when you're in an emotional, vulnerable, desperate state.
Which is so evil.
And you're on a timeline.
Yeah.
Like you don't have.
You gotta do it fast.
It's not like a wedding, which probably should be another episode. But it's not like a wedding where you're planning this for years or whatever. Like you have to, the body is there. Like you don't have the luxury of like, let's wait until Aunt so-and-so gets into town so she can help plan it. Like it's just, you have to go. Like you have to start doing this immediately. So the other thing about this is that not only are you, if you just lost a loved one, like beholden to whoever is trying to sell you on the funeral packages, you don't really have a lot of places that you can shop. Like there's not, it's not an industry where there's a ton of competition. And if everyone knows that they can mark up the caskets that much, like it's something that you have to get taken care of. You don't have the option for like not even just delaying it, but like not doing it or like ignoring that, being able to like wait or find a different price or find a different option or like, well, I don't know what they would have wanted. Let me try to figure it out. Like it's so annoying how little competition there is for such a capitalistic thing. And
Yeah.
the fact that like it's just an industry that people don't want to be in is the problem. But it's not like it's an industry that's going away
Right.
or that people don't need to like like I started at the top of the episode. Everybody dies.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to need this.
Yeah.
But because it's kind of like an icky, people don't like to think about death all the time. People don't want to work in the business of death all the time. There's just not that much competition. So the people that are there, the companies that do exist kind of can take advantage of people in a lot of different ways, which is unfortunate
That sucks.
and dumb.
I don't like that. Yeah, I mean, I would not want to be a mortician or a funeral director or anything like that, but just because I'm not interested in being around dead bodies all the time. But if someone didn't mind that, you would think that they would go into that profession because I imagine those people make decent money.
Yeah. Like I said, it's not going away and everybody
There's a
needs
demand for it. It's like it's recession proof, you know? It's one of those jobs where
exactly.
it's not like I don't know. I have a feeling that like publishing is not going to last forever. Like with books, eventually everything's just going to be online.
Yeah.
That might take a while, but you know, it's not a job that, like you said, it's not going anywhere.
Right. Even like being a mechanic, like, okay, what if when every car is an electric car and nobody needs to get their oil changed again? Like, there are a lot of industries that are dying or you could see die very easily with technology. But like, until we become immortal as human beings and every single person lasts forever, we're going to need to do something about all these dead bodies.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to do it personally.
No.
But someone has to.
This is not a volunteer podcast.
Nah. No, thank you.
So one last thing I wanted to mention about burials that I did not know until I was researching this podcast. Many cemeteries require concrete or plastic burial vaults to prevent the ground from sinking.
I don't understand what that means.
So like you think of the casket as just like going into the ground and being buried with dirt.
Yeah.
And really they make like a concrete like box bigger than the casket that the casket goes inside of.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why?
To prevent the ground from sinking, because I guess like the decomposition, like they need something more solid to go in.
For the ground above it?
Yes.
So that when you go to a cemetery, like every plot just doesn't have like a dip on top. Okay.
Yeah, over time, I guess it would like start to sink. But so you're in concrete. Like it's just.
Yeah. So then what's the point of a coffin?
I don't know. It's like a nicer box than the concrete. It's very confusing. Weird. So there are now like natural burials.
Mm-hmm.
So the idea behind this is like humans as compost.
Yes, my mother wants a natural burial.
Yeah.
She has found a place in Virginia, which is where I'm from, which is where she still lives, that does...
She's where the funeral industry was born in America. She's bringing it back.
She's found a place where you can buy a plot and you will be... I don't know about the embalming process of it all.
I don't think they do that.
Yeah, I imagine they don't do that.
That just makes you a load of toxins.
Right.
Basically.
Right. So I imagine that's not part of it. but they basically just wrap you in, it's called a shroud, but it's basically like a sheet.
Uh-huh.
And then they put you in a pine box.
Yes.
And then they just bury you.
Yep.
And that's exactly what she wants. And when she told me that a few years ago, because she has found a place, I think she's even like paid for a plot. I'm not sure about that.
Wow.
But she's really serious about it. And when she mentioned it a few years ago, I was like, you need to put this in your will.
Yeah.
Like you need to put this in writing.
Yeah.
Sign it. Send it to your lawyer. Like,
because the standard,
yeah,
like that we all expect now is the other way.
Right.
Is the pumping you through full of chemicals so that we can all stand over your body.
Yeah.
And like say goodbye.
Yeah.
To your empty shell,
and
that is like sewn up at all, like all of the
like
orifices get sewn up, and it's so like they drain the body and then they like fill it, and then it's like a whole, it's like a Thanksgiving dinner that they do with toxins,
okay.
and then they put you on display, and then they apparently put you in concrete, so you'll stay like that forever.
A really long time. Yeah, my great grandpa, when he died, we had a wake for him.
Mm-hmm.
And so I remember like viewing his body. And then I don't remember when my grandpa died. I don't necessarily remember doing that for him. He was buried at Arlington National Cemetery. So I don't think we had a
I've heard of that one.
Yep. That's a big one. I don't think we had a wake for him, but I think wakes are, I think a lot of people do them, but they are traditionally, I think, a Catholic thing. And my mom's side of the family is Catholic. So like with my great grandpa, it made sense. My grandpa was Catholic, but I just don't remember doing that for him.
And all the more reason for your mom to put that in her will.
Yeah.
That's not what she wants.
Yeah. My mom's like, I don't want this.
Yeah.
And every time she says anything, not even just to do with like her funeral or anything, if it's about like who gets what or how she wants anything done, I'm like, put it in writing.
Yeah.
I have two siblings. I'm like, send it in an email to the three of us like today so that we can dig up exactly what you wrote and we can like compare notes. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not interested in having to make any, because like you said earlier, you are dealing with the very, very fresh grief of losing someone.
Yep.
I mean, funerals usually take place within like a week, right?
Yes.
So the person dies and then like within 24 hours, you have to start planning a funeral.
Yeah.
What?
Like imagine
when do you do the thing where you lay in bed with a bottle of wine and cry for a month? When does that happen?
After the funeral? I don't know.
That sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So with my mom, I was just like, write it down.
Yep.
Every time she says anything, I'm like, write it down.
Yep.
But yeah, of course she wants a natural burial.
Yeah.
I think I imagine that I probably will want to be cremated, but if I decide against that, then I'd probably want a natural burial too.
That is your that is my question for you, is what do you want to have happen when you go?
Well, of course, assuming that I mean, who knows how I'm going to die. But if
the question, not how are you going to go? I'm not trying to have you like big fish your own death here.
No, I'm just thinking, you never know. I could get lost at sea or something, and this could all be a moot point.
Okay.
That
Cruises episode is really coming back.
I do think that, I mean,
pirate episode maybe. Not sure what.
See, there's a theme happening.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah. Going at sea.
I am terrified of fire, but since I'll be dead, I think it'll be okay.
Mm-hmm.
I just think cremation is, I don't know. I might be wrong about this, but like probably better for the environment. And then also like, I kind of like the idea of someone like scattering your ashes.
Yeah, so that was my follow-up question, because I think cremation is just like, I think that's what more people are going with nowadays.
Yeah.
Like especially, I don't need to take up space on some, the world is changing rapidly.
Mm-hmm.
And when you think about like the movie Poltergeist, the whole thing was that they were on an ancient Native American burial ground that they like built a house on. I don't know how long are cemeteries going to last before we need that land. Like what's going to happen? Wasn't there some thing back in the
King
like
Richard III
early 2000s where like Walmart was building a a store in Hawaii, and so they like dug up a cemetery or something in order to do it.
Jesus.
Yeah, like it just doesn't. I don't see how that. It doesn't seem peaceful to me.
No,
Like
you're not going to.
Arlington's probably safe
Yeah.
for
Well,
a
for now.
while,
I mean,
but
who
like
knows?
at a certain point,
Probably
like,
safe for at least another 3 months.
yeah, nowadays. But like, it just doesn't seem like the safest bet to be like, this is where I'm going to be for eternity. I don't think
Right.
so. I mean, unless you do the natural burial thing where it's like you're part of the earth in that
Yeah.
area now
Yeah.
or whatever. I mean, I guess they could still dig up the earth, but still, like,
But then you're just part of the earth anyway, so it's
yeah,
fine. But in
yeah.
terms of being in a casket, embalmed, and your body probably doesn't even start decaying for a few years,
Yeah.
like it's not guaranteed that is your eternal resting place.
Exactly.
Like you just said, in 50 years that could be a parking lot.
Exactly.
And they dig everything up and they just throw it in a dumpster.
Yep.
And then the casket that your money spent their savings on is now just sitting in a landfill somewhere. Yeah. I would, because humans are shitty enough to do that. I wouldn't put it past them.
So you'd want to be scattered somewhere?
I do think.
Do you know where you'd want to be scattered?
Well, I kind of like the idea of asking your family to kind of scatter you in different places.
Mm-hmm.
I think if I had friends and family who agreed ahead of time that they would be willing to do that, I think that would be really nice.
Mm-hmm.
But I would really hate to put that in my will or my directives or whatever it's called, and then have them be like, oh my God, now I have to like build this into my schedule, like my busy schedule.
Also, like,
I don't want to be a burden.
I gotta travel with you now.
Yeah.
And like, I don't want to knock over the container.
Oh God.
Yeah.
So I think that is probably in my mind the most like romantic idea to be just like spread around the world. I think that would be really nice. But if I don't do that, I think probably the natural burial idea would be cool, because I used to think it was freaky to have like the thought of being buried and then having like bugs eating
Worm
you.
food. Literal worm food.
But over the years, I'm kind of like, well, that's what happens to animals when they die.
Yeah.
They get decomposed by microbes and they just return to the earth. So, I mean, I haven't actually put that much thought into it, but when I have thought about it, that I think that's where I landed. What about you?
Cremation as well. But I also think like, yeah, I'd want to be, hopefully I have time to think about this, but I'd want to like pick a spot to be like, because I don't want to just end up on someone's shelf in their mantle.
Yeah.
Like, that seems lame.
I'd rather be scattered. Well, I think, I don't know for sure, but I think with cremation, they give you enough so that like, and it's up to you at that point, or it's up to your loved ones, they could keep some of it in a little urn on the mantle, and then the rest of it they could scatter.
I've also seen of like getting the ashes turned into things like diamonds. Or stones or something like that. Like that would be cool.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind being a diamond.
Yeah. And then some people want to have their ashes shot into space.
I've heard of that.
'Cause I feel like that's just your garbage at that point.
Yeah.
Like you were space trapped. You're not going to like become something. It's not like you're going to, like, your ashes will go into the, you know, whatever, the ocean or the ground, and it'll still be kind of like part of the earth at that point again. But like shooting them into space, they're just going to be flying around forever.
Yeah. I almost wonder, as cemeteries fill up, I almost wonder if they're going to start some program where like they just load up a rocket full of bodies, and maybe it'll be a cheaper option or something if you can't afford a funeral. So then it'll just be like poor people just get their bodies shot into space.
Oh, I think
it's going to be some
with rich people, actually.
Oh, really?
I think it's going to be like a luxury thing. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think they should necessarily wait until they're dead. For some of them, just a thought.
Just shoot them out into space
Just
now.
Putting it out there.
But like force them to write down their bank account numbers first.
So we can put them way out there.
I'm not against that.
All right. We've accomplished a lot today.
I did hear recently, actually, that some of the earliest evidence of people burying their dead may contribute to the idea of like super early religion because it showed that they might believe in an afterlife. Instead of like if you're just trekking through the woods with your group or like your tribe and someone dies and you just leave them there and keep going, you go through the ritual of burying them because you might think that there's an afterlife.
Oh,
It could also just be that you don't want
the
animals to
smell.
smell the
Yeah.
body and come
That would be the main
join
reason for
you.
me. Like they
So
also
one of the
probably
two.
buried their poop at the same time. I don't think that it
Yeah.
was like because they thought their poop would have an afterlife.
Yeah, I think they found like really, really old fossilized human bodies with like trinkets and stuff. So it was almost like, and this was way before ancient Egypt. So it was like the idea that they were burying them with tools and like I forget what they were called. You know how they used to use animal bladders as like a thermos?
Sure. Yeah. A Stanley Cup, the earliest Stanley Cup.
They would bury them with things that they might need in the afterlife.
Okay.
But this was like 50,000 years
Not just
ago.
like, here, take your trash while you go.
No.
Okay.
It was like, you might need this. If you're going to be a warrior in the afterlife, you might need your bow and arrow and your water bladder and stuff. So
Nice. Okay, for my closing segment today, I just have like a life tip, a probably useless tip or something.
Okay.
Something that I learned recently.
Okay.
And that is that when you are throwing a party, you can have people help you do things.
Yes.
I did not realize that. So we have our trivia group. And because of stupid baseball, our trivia night got canceled this past Tuesday because they have to show the baseball game because the Dodgers are part of it and we live in LA and everybody loves the Dodgers. Anyway,
not everybody.
So they canceled their trivia because of stupid sports ball. And so we didn't have trivia one night. And Alejandro was throwing it out there of like, we should still do something on that night. We should still do something on Tuesday. And I was like, hey, I have an idea. Because I have a billion things to do for this party. I wanted to make a bunch of decorations, a bunch of like hand-drawn decorations because it's for the theme was a cartoon. So I was like, it all has to be very hand done. It all has to kind of look a little off. So I'm not making everything perfect. I just want to rush through everything. But I need help. And so I hosted an arts and crafts night.
Yes.
And everybody from the trivia group came over and I had things like outlined that I was like, here, just color it in. Here's the colors, like paint this. And then I had pumpkins that we carved and we just made like a bunch of decorations for the party that would not have gotten made in time or I would have been up till 4 in the fucking morning every single night that week, driving myself insane, trying to get everything done. But instead, we had like a nice little night we had a bottle of wine and we were just coloring and drawing and watching the episodes of Bob's Burgers, which not everybody in the trivia group had seen. So it was really fun.
Yeah.
And I was so happy. And even the night of the party, Alejandro was like, do you need help with anything? I was like, there's a couple hand-drawn signs I really want to make. And like, it's not going to take more than 10 minutes, but I just literally don't have 10 minutes right now. And so she helped me with that and everything just turned out great. Yeah, I had a bunch of the letters for the Bob's Burger sign I needed to cut out. Like everybody
that sign ended up so good.
It was so great. We actually still have to go take that down.
I say leave it.
We need to do that right after this.
I say leave it. I mean, how often does anyone ever come to this building? Like, we don't have a building manager.
Okay.
Just leave it.
Okay.
They're not going to fine you. And if they try to get mad about it, just be like, I don't know who put that there. I'll take it down, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Or I'll say that because I legit don't know who hung that there.
That's true.
I don't know who did it.
Alejandra, but you don't.
You
weren't there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You were getting ready for a party that you weren't going to be ready for another hour and a half.
Still working.
That's true.
My plan originally was to be done working on Halloween at like 4 p.m. so that I could have a solid 3 hours to get ready. And then I wasn't done working until about 6:15. So I had 45 minutes to get ready and clean my entire apartment. So that's why I wasn't ready until like 8:15.
Yeah.
The cleaning of the apartment was supposed to happen earlier in the week.
Well, maybe
Did not happen.
next party, you need to be like, hey, everybody, here's a really fun night. Instead of arts and crafts, come clean my apartment.
Come clean my apartment. You can wash dishes.
Here's a
you
broom.
can mop.
Yeah.
I didn't even mop. I just vacuumed really well.
There you go. Good enough.
But yeah, the having people help out night was really fun
Because it really helped out.
Yeah, like we all had a good time painting and drawing. Like it was fun, and we had a glass of wine and we watched TV. It was great. I mean, it was just like a fun little arts and crafts night, except that it also contributed to the party that everyone in the group attended 3 days later.
Was going to be benefiting from. Yeah.
It's not like do all this art for me and then I'm going to pack it up and fly to Japan and have a party without you.
That was the one thing. So, fly to Japan. Callie was not going to be able to come to trivia that night because she had live tickets to a podcast, which... What? Who told her she could like other podcasts? So
yeah, that's rude.
She wasn't going to be there, and I was like, we had talked about it, I think, when she was out of town, and so I messaged in the group about like arts and crafts night at my place tonight. Blah blah blah. We're going to be doing pumpkin carving and painting and stuff. And she thought that we were like hosting it. Like I was just hosting like a really fun arts and crafts night where everyone gets to come and like carve pumpkins and do like whatever arts and crafts they want for Halloween. And she's like, oh, I'm sad I can't come. Please send me photos of your creations, like what pumpkins you make and stuff. And I was like, this is not going to be an enjoyable night. This is a work shift everyone will be clocking into, okay? Like
we're not going to get creative.
Right.
We're copying the pumpkins from the TV show.
You will have an assignment.
Yeah.
I will be giving strict instructions on exactly what you will be carving these pumpkins into.
Yeah.
Everything that you're going to be drawing is going to be already done and you're just coloring it. I was like, this is not, first of all, we're not sending you photos because you're going to see it in person when you come to the party. It's all for the party. So it's all going to be at the party. But also it's not like we're having this really fun, like cute, crafty Halloween thing without you. These people are helping me.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to end up going insane for this party. But yeah, it was fun.
It was very fun.
Nice. And I'll be doing that more often.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to have to clock in for a shift if they want to come to a party.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Make them work for it.
Yep.
I really want to have a Christmas party.
Okay.
I think we should do that this year.
I've always wanted to throw a fancy Christmas party like in the office.
Yeah.
Classy Christmas.
Classy Christmas.
Where everyone has to come get dressed up and come. And then we have like, there's so many fucking Instagram like finger food fancy shits that I could make and bring to a party.
Sorry.
So many things.
I'm such a pervert. I'm sorry.
What?
The word finger. I was like, where did she go?
Oh my God.
This? I'm sorry.
It's a classy Christmas. We'll get all dressed up and we'll see what our fingers do. It's the birth of our Lord.
Fucking hell. Yeah. Christmas party. Celebrate.
Get on Instagram and just finger some stuff. Wow.
Definitely my proudest moment.
Wow.
Yeah, I would like to have a Christmas party. So let's do this whole thing again in a month and a half.
Okay.
Also, my mom will be in town. So if we have it,
what's her favorite
here,
finger food?
Please never speak to me again.
Okay. On our next episode. That's it. That's what we're ending on. We're stopping there. Does she still listen?
I fucking hope not.
I hope not. I don't think so.
I honestly don't think she does because she never mentions it to me.
Oh, good.
She's never like, oh, on the show.
Are you sure she's not just holding back her great shame?
That is probable. So
okay. Well, anyway, on the our next episode is going to be out Friday.
Yes.
Victoria's going to be talking about PSL culture.
Yeah.
The whole culture.
Pumpkin spice lattes.
The cultural appropriation of pumpkin spice by white women.
Yep.
That'll be fun. It's going to be a little less death than we talked about this episode, I think.
A smidge less death.
I think. I don't think we'll touch on cremation as much as
no.
As much as we did here.
No. Less death, more nutmeg.
More destruction.
Yeah.
All right. Well, stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for listening and watching and sticking with us through whatever the fuck this was. You can catch more audio episodes wherever you find your podcasts. You can catch video episodes up on YouTube and Spotify. Please subscribe, like, review. Take our poll on Spotify.
Oh, yeah. We put up polls for our Spotify
funny. They're funny.
episodes.
Go do them. They're funny.
Yeah.
You can find us at Everything's Dumb Pod on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And if you have a dumb topic that you want us to do a dumb pod about, please let us know.
Yeah.
We'll do it.
Also, we wouldn't be mad at you if you told a friend about us.
Depends on what you told that friend.
What I meant was just recommend the show.
Got it. That's good.
I'm not asking people to shit talk us.
They're going to finger something on Christmas with one of their mom. It's weird.
Oh my God.
It's weird. Don't listen.
Well, it is weird, but you can still listen.
Yeah.
We talk about some interesting things every once in a while. Sometimes we talk about
episodes.
Boring shit, but sometimes it's fun.
Yeah.
So,
and you should do that because you and everyone you know is going to die one day.
That's true.
So there you go. Yep. How do we end these? I forget.
I don't know.
Okay, bye.
I think you just say
okay, bye.
See you on Friday.
See you Friday. Bye.
I don't remember.